Please subscribe and click the hype and like button to get more content like this. Before we start, a quick disclaimer. Everything demonstrated in this video is strictly for educational purposes, to show you how to protect yourself. All demonstrations are performed in a controlled lab environment on our own testing devices. We never target real users, and using this knowledge to gain unauthorized access to actual people or systems is strictly illegal and unethical.
In this video, we're going to look at how we can use Wigle.net to collect information about wireless networks and hotspots and get other reconnaissance information for our penetration tests. To get started, open up a web browser and navigate to the URL seen at the top of my screen, which is Wigle.net. Wigle.net is a website specifically designed to gather and map information about wireless networks. It does this using geolocation data. When you first navigate to the website, you'll land on the main interface, which will show us a map allowing us to move around and explore wireless networks in different areas. The map also has a search bar in the top left that we can use to search for specific locations, addresses, or coordinates to go to specific spots on a map. By default, the map looks like it's over San Francisco. And if we zoom in, each of these individual dots represents some sort of node in the database that we could get information about. If we look on the right side of the map, we have a drawer that allows us to apply various filters to the map to make it more tuned to our use case. We have options here like latitude and longitude, SSID and BSSID, date ranges that we could specify. We could specify possible free nets, possible commercial nets, no labels, only discovered by me and only discovered by others. We can modify the coloring, which is applied based on the density of networks. And then once we have specified our filters, we can click on Filter. Or if we want to return to the defaults, we can click on Set Default. We can also change the standard view from something like standard to grayscale, night vision, or whatever we prefer. For this, we're going to leave it in the standard view. Zooming out, we can start to see how the density filter works based on the coloring. We can see there's a much denser area in the center of the screen, but on the northern peninsulas, we have a much less dense area. So we can get a very quick sense at a glance of how many networks are present in a given area based on this density information. If we want to see a bigger version of this map without the extra information around the sides, we can click on the View button in the top left-hand corner and then click on Map. This brings up a full screen version of what we were just looking at. If we scroll all the way in as far as we can go, we can start to see the names of the actual network nodes. Now, if we want to do a more specific search, we can return to the top left button that says View and click on Basic Search. Here, we can search for networks more specifically. So at the top, we have the option of searching for Wi-Fi, cell, or Bluetooth networks. Because we're interested in hotspots, let's do a Wi-Fi search, and we'll leave the default latitudes and longitudes. We'll leave the default last updated and BSSID, and we'll leave a blank network name, but we're going to select only free nets. And then we can click on Query. And this will execute a query for all free nets or hotspots that we find with our given filters. And now we have a list of all the free nets that were found by Wigle. So we can click on an example one, like medium light, and it shows us where on the map that network is, along with some other information about the network. Within the map, we can also switch between map view and satellite view, depending on how you want to look at it. We could switch to cell networks and perform similar queries here. And in this case, let's leave the defaults. And now we can see all of the cell networks that are running in the area. And we can also do the same for the Bluetooth networks. When I click Query, we'll see the Bluetooth networks that are present in the given area as well, along with more detailed information about each network. If we want to do more detailed searches, we can go to the View button in the top left-hand corner and click on Advanced Search. Here, we have a similar functionality, but with a lot more granular control over what we're searching. We can see that we can give average locations in terms of address or coordinates, as well as network characteristics. This is under the General Search tab. If we go to the Wi-Fi/Cell Detail tab, we can see that we can give more detailed information here as well, And similarly, on the Bluetooth search tab, we can once again give more detailed information. If we go to the top bar and click on the Uploads tab, we can see that Wigle database is actually populated by observations and scans from users. So there are ways to contribute to Wigle by uploading scan files to their database. And this is how Wigle populates a lot of its information. If we click on the Info tab, we can see that we can get various information about all of the platforms that Wigle works on, as well as FAQs, their forums, and their social media presences. We can click on the Stats tab to see the general statistics about how much information is inside of Wigle, such as the number of unique Wi-Fi networks in the database, which is 1,389,992,888 at the current time. And we can also go to the Tools tab, which will give us options for downloads if we want to download data. We could click on the API tab to see how we can work with this tool programmatically. There is a CSV upload section that allows you to upload data in a CSV format, and you can manage your account here. Clicking on the globe icon in the top left brings us back to the main screen that we started on. So Wigle can be an excellent tool for performing reconnaissance if you're dealing with Wi-Fi, cellular, Bluetooth, or hotspot networks.